Canada Post. Did you just hit record again? What the fuck? The who? Canada Post.
It's not like we know what we're doing tonight.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, I was just griping about Canada Post. Like, I get it. Like, their service is a little slower now because of
Sorry, I'm gonna go for a beer.
COVID and whatever. But
No, there's look because they just fucking suck.
There was 2-day leeway of when it should have came. So it said it was this package I was supposed to get was supposed to arrive Monday.
A saw.
Yeah,
Derek bought a saw,
camping saw, to replace that stupid $8 Coughlin one that can't.
which was pitiful.
Dude, it can't cut through like an inch of wood. I ended up kind of using it again, but I took my axe this time. Wait, people are in the dark because they don't understand what we're talking about. We just came back from camping with my wife.
Yes.
And so I just wanted a new saw.
Question: was this glamping?
It is not glamping. You know me. I do not glamp.
Okay, just a
Right?
question.
We were out there, bro.
Were you actually? Where'd you go?
Yeah, same spot.
That I went?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you went there.
Yeah. Well, I told you I go there all the time.
Oh, okay.
Like, it's my favorite spot to go. Not the exact.
Okay.
Same lake and same general area. Not the exact same spot though, because the weather did not cooperate with us at all. First off,
They didn't cooperate with me, but I still fucking sent it.
exactly. But everything that happened weather-wise was not forecast whatsoever.
I'm actually surprised you went out there because it was pretty cold.
Yeah, I don't care. I go winter camping. What's the matter to me?
No, I'm down.
So my biggest thing though was it's not bad for me. But
bad.
like I said,
It's bad for your wife.
Yeah, I took her.
That's why I was like, what?
And we've never done my type of
Camping?
before together. Like we haven't done this like bushcraft kind of camping. We've only done car camping in like provincial parks, right? So that's what she's used to with like a big tent and stuff. This time was a little different. So we went out. I brought my little backpacking tent, so we were able to fit in there. But I wasn't able to stay at the exact spot we were at last time because, like I said, the weather was completely different than what was forecast. It was like 40-kilometer-an-hour winds. And, where we stayed last time was literally on the water, right? Mm-hmm. It was way too windy out there. And I was just like, we can't stay here. Like, this would have been perfect because I had an idea of how I was going to set up the camp.
Yep.
With a different tarp and stuff. Wasn't going to happen. No way.
Yep.
So, just set our gear down. And I told her, let me go take a walk around. I know there's a lot of flat rock and stuff. Like, let me just take a walk, see if I can find somewhere flat. And we'll take it from there. The finding a flat spot wasn't the hardest part.
Yeah, I guess we should explain like that area. You're pretty much on rock, and there's
granite.
There's extreme. Man, this is turning into a fucking camping podcast, which is sick.
Yeah, sorry.
We don't give. It's just what we do. But that part, like you're significantly up north. I want to say it's further. It is. Hold on. It is further west of Gravenhurst. Just to kind of give people a geographical idea, not to cut you off.
Yep.
But there is no flat, plain ground.
Yeah.
It's just a variation of rock outcrops.
It's just like rolling hills of rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rolling boulders because like they're not even hills. Like
Yeah.
there's hills, but there's boulders in these hills that is just impossible to find a flat enough location that's even padded.
Well, that didn't matter. I had my sleeping pad. She had a sleeping pad too, so that didn't really matter.
Mm-hmm.
But managed to find every spot that I thought of that we can go because it's pretty open there, right? Like so where it's flat, it's just way too open to the wind. So I had to find somewhere that was relatively flat.
Yep. And
tucked in behind trees.
Yeah, that's what I did last time
to act as a windbreak. But like even where you were set up before, couldn't. Like, we couldn't even set up there.
Oh, so you did go by there, though?
Yeah.
Did you see the firewood that I left?
Yeah. We picked that up. So thank you very much for that.
You're very welcome, buddy.
Yeah.
Was it still usable?
Oh, very usable.
Of course.
That's what I ended up starting the fire with.
Fantastic. I feel good about that.
Yeah.
You can thank this Becker.
Yeah. Oh, I took mine out, too. I got to fix my fucking sheath, though. Like, the knife gets stuck in the sheath to the point where I'm like really pulling on it really hard, and I'm afraid that I'm gonna jerk it out and like slice myself. Gotta fix that. But yeah, no. Anyways, we ended up finding a spot, and we had to tuck in behind a group of trees.
Yeah.
We were still on the rock, but tucked in behind a group of trees and stuff to act as a windbreak. So it ended up being okay. I found 3 of the most perfect flat stones to make a fire pit with.
Yeah.
More so a reflector wall because I knew it was going to be cold. So
Yep.
I wanted to act as a reflector wall to reflect the heat back into the tent, which worked beautifully. And then it started raining, which was not forecasted.
Just like how the rolling thunderstorms and lightning
Yeah.
weren't for mine.
So it's unreal how it was just not forecasted for the 2 or 3 days that we were supposed to be up there.
How long were you there? 2 nights?
No, just the one night. So it was 2 days, 1 night.
2 days, wasn't it?
But it's just that's not what was forecasted. That's not what we were preparing for. So,
Damn, dude.
but like I said though, it wouldn't have mattered if it was just me. I wouldn't have cared.
No,
It's just the fact that I had to now think about
the wife
her and how she would,
interact
yeah.
or interface with the situation.
Yeah, and the
no,
fun-
I get that.
And the funny part is that she knows, like she wanted to complain, like she wanted to complain, but she knows, like, not to.
Okay.
Not for any other reason than she doesn't want to be the complainer, right? Like
Right.
she doesn't want to say or whatever because she'll like to go out and then once we get back, she's like, "Oh, did you see? I didn't even complain once." And I'm like, "Yeah, but in your head, I'm sure you were." Just so you could
she's
say,
fucking with you, bro.
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
playing some mind games on
just
this.
so that she can say like, "Oh, you see, I didn't complain." I'm like, "Yeah, but you were.
You were thinking
You
about
were
complaining.
you were."
You just didn't complain out loud, but you were complaining in your head.
No, but
Hey, man,
she
like
did all right.
it's well, good for her. I didn't know she was into it. That's when I always figured. I don't know. You never discussed camping as a couple, so I was only guessing that, you and I are kind of hardcore. And
Yeah.
the
So
shit
she's
we're
never
willing
done
to-
that before.
Oh, good for
Like
her.
even hiking in, like she was
Really?
Yeah.
It's different with no foliage.
Oh, it very much is.
It's
Yeah,
tri-
yeah, yeah,
it's trippy with because I can't. You're seeing more, and then you're seeing less than other things. I don't know.
No, it does look different. I got
Turned around.
I got
did.
turned around once.
Mhm.
On the way back out, just because like you said, the fact that it looks different.
Yeah.
Remember when we left that time that we were there on the way out, we went up the rock a certain way when we shouldn't have, and then
Yeah.
we had to like slide
Yeah.
down.
I did the same
I
thing.
did the exact same thing.
Yeah, because you're missing. I think you're not seeing markers as clearly with
Yeah.
more foliage, with less foliage, with less leaves and shit. And the ground all looks the same because the leaves fall down and everything looks like variation of orange. So it's hard to decipher out the path. Not that there is.
Did you have any animal encounters when you were there?
I did not.
Okay, so
Minus the one that I thought I had, but I didn't have.
yeah, when you were getting attacked by a gargoyle in the middle of the night.
Fucking right.
You know who comes up to me at work and says that?
This is, you can't see, but I just pulled out a knife on Derek.
Yeah,
Derek also has a choice of other knives on the table he can pick from. Did you bring a knife?
I always carry a knife.
Oh fuck yeah! What'd you have?
This is the Rat 2, Rat 1. Can't remember. It's either the 1 or the 2. I can't remember.
Very nice.
I love the blade shape on that.
Yeah. It's what you call it, chode.
And the handles, those G10 handles. Really cool knife. I like knives. They're cool. I got
I'm not a
collection
huge fan
pocket
of
knives.
I'm not obviously, but what you can tell in my flavor, folding pocket knives are not my cup of tea. I just have massive swords on the table. I like knives. Knives out. Let's go.
Knives are cool, man. They're a cool tool.
So
Oh yeah. So what I was saying, animal encounters.
Mhm.
We had a raccoon knocking on the tent at like
little
2
bastards.
in the morning.
Little shit. See,
Yeah.
I don't mind a raccoon. What I'm scared shitless is skunks. Like fuck bears. Like if a bear there's you're
Yeah.
dead. But like the skunk, like they're gonna spray your shit. Then you're gonna chase them off, and then you're gonna be a miserable bastard for the entire time because now everything smells like horse shit. Worse
Yeah.
than horse shit. So, did that fucker run away?
No, he just kept coming back.
Little bastard.
Like I don't know what he was doing. Oh, we had snacks by accident in the tent. So I went and hung the food bag, So we had a food bag and a bag with with garbage, like wrappers and stuff to take out. So I went and hung that up, and that's the other thing too, because the wife came. We packed so much, dude. It was dude. I was wearing a backpack on my chest, and then put my hiking backpack on my back
for 2 days.
Yeah,
Damn.
and then she also had a backpack. And then we brought so much food that she had to carry it in her hand. Normally I would pack the food away in my pack.
Yeah,
There was so much she had to carry it.
we eat light
I couldn't believe it. I was just like, she's like, so what are we going to eat? And I'm just like,
food.
oatmeal for breakfast, a can of Campbell's Chunky Soup for lunch. And I'm like naming off all these things I would normally eat.
Yeah.
Because you don't really take that much, and
Mm-hmm.
you're not worried about eating healthy up there because you're always working. So to eat unhealthy for a few days, it's not anything.
No.
So you're going to burn it off.
Yeah.
So I was telling her, and she's like, what, really? And I'm like, yeah, like that's what I would normally take. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
So we brought twice as much food, not just for the fact that it was 2 people, just the fact that, I don't know, she thought we were going to fucking starve for a day.
Lol.
But yeah, so I went and hung that up, and then came back and realized there was still the second pack on me. Oh, and here's the other thing. Sorry, I'm going on a fucking tangent.
That's cool. I gotta turn that light off because
you're going nuts.
I can't fucking focus with that one on. That one's just tripping me. Tripping the fuck
So we got a new light here in the space station. And it's like this psychedelic, like kaleidoscope of color. Yeah, like almost like a strobe.
And you're not looking at it. Only I am because it's behind.
Yeah, it's too much. It's a little too much there. I like it. Like, it's good. It's great. But yeah.
Well, you like it because you're not staring at it. I'm just looking at it directly, and I can't focus for shit. Oh my god, I'm eating the microphone.
Jesus Christ.
Yo, I'm already drunk.
This is expensive equipment, man. Do not bang these microphones.
$80. $80. Okay, I'm back.
So, we brought in like almost 4 liters of water.
Oh my god.
And she's like, oh, because I was going to be like, oh, let's bring the Nalgene's. We boil water, pour into the Nalgene. That's your water for the day or whatever. Right? And she's like, but where are we getting the water? I'm like, the lake. We're on a lake. Like, where there's all the water you want in the lake. She's like, I'm not drinking lake water. And I went, oh my God.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh my God.
Oh, that's
so
painful.
I brought my my running pack that has the hydration bladder in it.
Oh my God.
Brought that full with 2 liters.
Of Guelph water?
Brita water from the fridge, dude. What are you kidding? She literally poured Brita.
Filtered Guelph Brita water?
And then 2 Nalgene's full of water.
Oh
so that's 4 liters of water we hiked in for no goddamn reason.
That's all. Oh man, that seems excessive to me.
And yes, where was I going again? Oh yeah, food. Hung the bear bag, and then realized there were still snacks in my hydration pack. And after I was like, fuck, I just put that thing up there. Well, first off, when I put the bag up there at first, the whole tree branch broke off.
Fell down?
Fell down. That was fucking hilarious.
Here's my answer. Don't even put up your bear bag like I do, like
an
idiot.
Which fucking, I don't know how you do that. That freaks me the fuck out.
It freaks me the fuck out too. I just don't do it.
I can't believe that. You got to put your bear bag up.
See this fucking thing?
That doesn't matter. You know how close the bear is or would have to be when
I get my ass kicked.
Pull that thing out.
Fucking kidding me? You think this would do anything? I'd just be chopped liver.
So anyways, the raccoon was trying to get into the tent for the snacks. He was like literally just walking around, like knocking on the
stupid trash pandas.
Fuck's sakes. And then I came upon a rabbit. I was collecting firewood. It was like 10 feet in front of me. Big rabbit. Wish I had a little 22.
Are you allowed to trap on Crown land?
Yes.
Haha.
Yeah, there's like regulations though on like how, like, if you're doing snares, there's like there's the certain wire gauge that you can use for snares and stuff.
I don't think that's something that I would ever.
Yeah, go ahead.
I wouldn't personally get into that. I don't think for a while. That's like the last kind of levels of bushcraft as far as I'm concerned. But I would definitely kind of maintain it. I would definitely keep it in mind. But that's kind of above what I will be after. Unfortunately, I won't have any more time to do any of this for the rest of 2020 Because from now on, I'm on 3 days on, 3 or 4 days on, 1 day off, essentially. So
Cool.
I won't have time to do anything
No, yeah,
else.
like, me too. Because knowing that Christmas season was coming up,
Yep,
I
that's
was
it.
just like I had to.
I am
squeeze
a
something
write-off. People were asking me about my trip, the one that I did
Yeah.
solo. Well, some people thought it was fucking crazy, and especially after we talked about it on the podcast. I have a couple different opinions on why you would do such a thing. The first one is, oh my god, by yourself.
Yeah.
Now that one doesn't necessarily bother me, but it doesn't irritate me. But it doesn't sit right that, like, by yourself. Yeah, of course, by yourself. I believe that you should be able to function 3 days
Yeah.
by yourself. Now, given the difficulty of the environment is the added part of the experience, right? Being alone in the middle of nowhere by yourself should be something that you should be able to do.
Yeah.
Now, granted, not everybody's into this sport like we are, and it is fucking scary. Like, there's no way at night you're sleeping with both eyes open.
Yep.
It just doesn't happen.
Yeah, and I always told you, for as many times as I've been out in the woods, it's fucking creepy at night time.
It is fucking creepy. Like, you know you're gonna get visited by something. It's fucking weird, but it is something that can be done. Right now, I'm an idiot. I don't put up a bear bag. That's my own fault. I should start doing that. But most of the time, like last time, I had a fire out. At least the second day, because the first day was thundering down, so nothing was out that night. But the second day, I had a fire going for most of the night. I didn't think it was an issue, but yeah, it's still scary. As far as like being out there where we were, like you could probably call down help once an hour.
Oh yeah, there's still boats going by.
So it's not like you're completely alone. Like, there are people somewhat around you that you could gather for assistance if required. So you're so, like, being alone, like, you would have to go some distance to be completely left to your own devices. So you're not really, like, it's hard to be alone in this day and age, pretty much anywhere you go, unless you're willing to go a substantial distance. So there are people within a reasonable response time. But it's interesting the way people look at it, as in, you're fucking crazy. Or maybe even not to that extent, but it's like, no, like, I think that's something that everybody should be able to do. Everybody should be able to watch their own sector for 3 days.
Because what's scarier, going into the woods with at least a little bit of knowledge of what you're doing, or going into the woods and having zero idea of what you're doing, what you need to do, and stuff like that?
Yeah,
I would even.
Yes, I would even, like, eliminate the woods part. Like, go by yourself somewhere, right? Like, if you had to do a road trip for 3 days, I'm not even saying behind enemy lines, but just by yourself, like, in a not so nice part of the world. I don't know. Let's just say you're driving, who the fuck knows where. It's like, that shouldn't be a huge issue. You should be able to. Oh fuck! I bet I'm gonna get pushed back on this a lot. People saying, "Well, I'm a girl. I'm this. I'm that." It's like, yes, but there's ways that you can mitigate your own exposure. Like, does that make sense? I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking this, but it's just, I think it's something that everybody should be able to do. Is just be alone 3 days in a not even hostile environment, but just in a testing environment.
Yeah.
Like, I think that is healthy for the mind, because it puts you in a space of, well, you just got to figure it out. So, no, man. Well, you didn't have 3 days. You had a day and a half.
Yep.
2 days. Good for you, though. How was the temperature, though? Not that bad with the fire?
No, it wasn't that bad with the fire.
I should have fucking lent you I should have lent you that stove.
I wouldn't have used it.
Yeah, you're
because I needed that fire reflector anyways that I made.
I gotta pull the trigger next year on that portable wood stove though. I'll let you use it and shit.
Yeah, I gotta get one of my own too.
It's sick, man.
Sometimes it's
sick.
necessary.
Fuck, I want to go back out. My God.
So, anyways, what was I? So,
sorry.
Rewind right to the beginning. Canada Post. Let's go full circle on this.
Let's go full circle.
Counterpost. I needed this saw by Wednesday.
The saw is still in the package. You didn't even get it, did you?
I just picked it up today.
Oh, shit.
I just came back from camping yesterday. Okay. So I needed it for Wednesday. It said it was coming Monday. So I'm like, oh, good, Monday. If anything goes wrong, delayed, whatever, it's usually about a day, whatever.
Mhm.
So at least Tuesday. Monday, there's a delay. There was something wrong, blah, blah, blah. Oh, great, good. It says it'll arrive by Tuesday by whatever time.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't. And I really needed it. I really, really needed it, especially now, especially since I had the plan of taking down.
You're fucking lucky I left you a bunch of firewood.
Fuck. No,
Yeah.
it just made me have to use my axe when I didn't need to, and it was just wasting more wood than I should. You know, when you're cutting, you're just taking chunks out. Meanwhile, if it's a saw, it's a straight cut through. You're not wasting anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's a little more work, but fuck. So I got the saw. for whatever next time I'm going camping. Who knows how many freaking months it's gonna be now?
That's like a $70 saw too, eh? How much did you drop on it?
Yeah, it was 72.
72.
Worth it though, because after looking at the reviews on YouTube, this guy cut through like a 6 or 7 inch thick
round
tree trunk in seconds. In like absolute seconds, like within 5 or 6 strokes, he was halfway through already. I was just like, I gotta get this, because my little Coughlin saw wasn't even going through an inch.
So is it the same company that I have, Tobacco?
Silky, mine's Silky.
Okay, I don't know. The one that I have works pretty good.
But your brand is good. Silky is good. There's a couple of other takedown saws, but I just like this one because I thought even if I had to, it's like a fold out, so it's just the handle and the blade.
Yeah.
Right, and it's pretty long, so I'm like, even if I had to reach like up or out,
yeah, you can do it.
You can do it with one hand, just sawing, since it's like skinny.
Yep.
It's not like one of those
bow saws.
Yeah, it's not like a bow saw. So
I don't know. I'd be willing to test the bow saw, but I don't like it. I don't like things that you have to assemble. I find them flimsy. Like, you know what I mean? Just shit, anything you gotta assemble, I don't like, because it's never structurally sound. Yeah, you can bolt it together and shit, but I don't know, I'm just not.
And then there's just the one more thing that you can lose, that little nut to like screw in.
And then pieces that gotta go a certain way, and then your hands are cold and you can't fucking do it. I don't know, I'm just not a fan. Like fold out knives and shit, I just like my fixed blades. They work just fine. I don't need.
I have a bunch of small fixed blades too for everyday carry.
Yeah,
you can get like small, like 1.5 inch. I'll bring them in next time. Remind me.
Yeah, man. Let's just put knives on the more knives on the table.
Yeah,
never such thing as not enough knives. Camping knives.
It's true. You can never have too many knives.
Hey, man. Everybody's got their thing. These are functional tools, and we use them as such. Fuck, man. My mind is churned the fuck off because I expended all my composure, my psychological composure earlier in the day.
Yeah. I think that's the hard part about doing this after work too.
Yeah.
You're just spent, just mentally spent.
I come home and I'm hyper as shit, and then because there isn't that much stimulation going around here, even though this place is lit like the 4th of July, I just calm down. Like I just fall off that bell curve.
Yeah.
And then it's hard for me to get back up. I don't know. It's just, fuck. I really cannot think today.
Should we talk about something exciting?
Yeah, what you got? Not the presidential election. I swear to fuck.
Fuck.
Let's not bring that one up.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Were you?
Yeah.
You son of a bitch. I watched the Joe Rogan, the live one during the election with Tim Dillon and the other guy. Fuck, I don't remember his name. Kyle something. God, that was funny. I enjoyed that one thoroughly.
Tim
Dillon.
Is that recent?
Yeah. That was the election night.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Alex Jones was supposed to be there. It was like, ugh, that would have been a... What you got, Derek? Derek's got his phone to the microphone.
I don't know. I'm trying to do, the social media.
Oh yeah, you're posting.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what these the kids do these days.
Oh, TikToks.
Fuck TikTok. I don't know what I'm doing.
Send that one.
I didn't take a picture.
You clown.
I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't even know how to work this phone, to be totally honest with you. There's shit my phone does, and I'm just like, fuck, didn't even know it did that.
Oh, that's because I believe you're thinking about the Google
What do you mean?
data mining your phone.
Mm.
I still haven't watched The Social Dilemma. I've been meaning to watch it for the longest time. Ever since everybody was talking about it, and I just haven't done it yet. Because I know
That's gonna set me off again.
Yeah, I knew
think
you
so.
you watched it.
No, I haven't watched it
You
yet.
haven't watched it.
No.
Okay, I haven't watched it. I haven't
Like
watched
I
it.
want to,
Yeah,
but at the same time, like I'm
I don't
also
want
very tired of it. Like
yeah.
thinking
Well,
and talking about it.
I shut down 2 of my social media platforms. I just don't give a fuck about Facebook or Snapchat.
Yeah.
I turned both of those off some time ago. I don't know. I just don't find them necessary. Like I want to say Facebook was so high school.
It was very high school, yeah.
At least that's when it came out for me.
I still have a Facebook account. but
I turned that one off.
The only reason I ever had it to begin with was to keep in touch with my skydiving club.
Mm.
So any notifications and stuff like that, or weather delays, or if you wanted to find out if they were jumping today, you would go and check the Facebook page. So that's literally the only reason I had it.
Mm.
It's honestly been sitting dormant for the past like 4 years.
Yeah, it's better that way.
Yeah. So I'll log in every once in a while, and I'll have like people saying happy birthday from like
Last year?
like last year, the year before, and I'm not responding to them because I never look at it.
Yeah.
So they probably think I'm ghosting them or something, but I don't look at it anymore. I don't have to.
Yeah, it's just not one that stayed the course with me. I just don't find it useful.
No. And it's changed. It's changed a lot.
Yeah, ever since they
It's
changed
they
changed the format about a month ago. and
not
like,
even about a month ago, like even years ago they changed it.
Well,
it's
that
not
too.
it's so
the last one was so fucking whack. I'm like, I can't deal with this, so I shut that shit down.
yeah, it's so I don't know, commercial now. It's got a lot of like ads and stuff like that, and I don't know. I liked it back in the day.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
It's just-
correct. It's just been so heavily monetized. I remember
too much.
with this shit, you are the product. Like you are the product. It's the data that you provide that is useful. So no, it's just I have enough fucking issues with the social media that I have, and I need to dial that one back down.
How do you delete a Facebook account? Can you delete it?
You can
Or
delete
do
it.
they just own it forever?
You can also disable it. So I disable it, and if I feel, which I probably will, I'm just gonna delete it.
I don't even oh, I do have Facebook on this thing.
I took it off my phone. I just don't need it. It's just another distraction.
Hold on, I'm gonna log into it now. Let's see what's happening. It says I have 59 notifications.
Oh, this was a fucking thing that a little. If our phones are listening to us, we should be able to go on an Instagram page and get it to show us what we were talking about. Let's see if that's true. I don't think we were talking about this, Derek.
It's a girl in Daisy Dukes hosing down a Jeep.
Yep. We weren't talking about that, but I'm sure glad she's here. I mean, what? Fuck. Neither one of us can pay attention tonight. This is what happens when we don't record for a fucking week
Yeah,
and
sorry,
a half.
I'm like deep into the Facebook now.
Yeah,
Look at
there he
this.
is. I lost Derek. We lost him.
No, like I'm just.
Derek is lost to the Facebook. There's the title of the episode.
It's almost like for every one post from a person, there's like an ad underneath it.
Yep.
Also, I'm just seeing people here that I haven't seen for years right now. Like
I'm
just like,
looking
oh,
into
yeah,
Derek's eyes,
nice.
and he's just gone on this thing. I can just see the pupils dilate, the dopamine pumping. Look at him. Look at him.
Like
Just an addict.
for real though, there are like tons of people on here still that I've lost contact with just because of the fact I don't go on Facebook anymore. Tons of people, like every person I'm like scrolling right now. Like I just
Well, it was nice recording with you, Derek, but I think I've lost you now.
hold on. Let me take a selfie with duck lips, duck face.
You can't see it because the microphone's in front of your face.
How do you log out of this bullshit? What is this? Log out. I'll figure out how to delete that later.
Yeah,
that's
man. No, you can turn it off.
That's crazy.
See,
how
in
how
30
ugly
seconds,
it looks.
Well, that too, but in 30 seconds, how you're already like tuned into it.
I'm not tuned into it. I'm just I was just
Bro.
like I said, those were people that I haven't seen in years, and I'm just totally like I used to be friends with them, and I just like stopped just because I'd never went back onto Facebook.
Isn't that weird though? How you're just part of the human experience, where you're just like tight with the people that you're with at the time, and then once shit moves on, you just kind of leave them in the back. And that's fucking depressing shit. You just leave them in the rear view mirror, and then all of a sudden you're part of another tribe, and then life is kind of migrating from one tribe to another. Think about that for a second. Like I remember, like when I was working at Skyjack when I was like 20 to 23, it was like straight night shift welding, and like the boys there, we were like the only friends we had for years, because who the fuck are you going to hang out with when you work 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. 5-6 days a week?
Yeah.
And we were fucking tight. Like it was a solid crew of boys. And then after that, you kind of chit chat a little bit. Once one person leaves, another person leaves, and then I left. And then like you never really see them again.
Yeah.
They're not even that far from here. Like I think two of them are married with kids.
Yeah.
Who were older than I was at the time. This was like 7 years ago. It's fucking crazy though.
Well, my biggest thing was like I don't have a lot of friends, which I'm perfectly fine with. I have probably a handful of friends. I found the biggest thing is that I just wasn't into the same things that they were. So there wasn't that chance outside of whatever it was, like where I originally knew them, work, school, whatever, that I wasn't going to hang out with them.
Yep.
Aside from wherever it was, work, school, or whatever. Like, do you like to party? No, I don't. Do you like to go to clubs? No, I don't. You know, like,
yeah.
Well, let's go get hammered. Nah, I don't do that either.
Yeah.
You know, like why? Like I don't.
You're just like your level of bond to these people is based on your agreed interaction, which is at the workplace.
Yeah.
Or at a similar junction, but there's
nothing outside of that
right.
I would hang out with them. So I can be really good friends with you in that environment, wherever it is that we have that initial.
Yep.
But then besides that, I don't.
Yep. No, I get that.
I think I only have 3 friends from school.
I have
I'm
one that I'm aware of.
How old am I? I'm 34. I only have three friends from school.
I got one. I live in his house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's just the way it is, man. It's like that was your tribe at the time because you all went to the everybody went to school, and then you meet people and you kind of vibe with people and you don't vibe with others, and then it just kind of starts slimming down. Remember, I had this chat with one of our coworkers who is, well, at this time, this was months ago, in the middle of COVID. We're on wave 2 now, but they're going to university online. I'm like, dude, this summer, just fucking send it with your boys. And I met the whole crew. Just go. Just have the craziest time. I know there's not that much on the table to do now compared to other years, but just get it completely out of your system and just make the memories you can with these people. Because statistically speaking, this is the last time that you're all going to be in the same group together.
Yep.
And like no one ever told me that. I still see a handful of people from high school that I was close with, even one from all the way from grade school that might join us on the podcast because our families have been close over the years. But I only see them twice a year. Like, they're not people that I would sit down on a regular basis with and haven't for years.
Mm-hmm.
Still friends, but I don't know. It's just people just migrate in and out of quote unquote tribes. Because we are chimps.
I'm a
Fuck!
Oh fuck! Is that waterproof?
No, I just spilled my beer. Spilled like 3 drops.
right,
Big deal.
Right onto the phone.
Yeah, phone's fine. It's an Android. It can take it. Fuck, dude, I cannot think today to save my goddamn life. It is Friday. It's been a hell of a week.
It has been. You know what? It's just going to get worse from here.
Oh, 100%.
Going to this goddamn Christmas season. I fucking hate Christmas.
Well,
I hate Christmas with a passion. Like, I can't even...
Okay, so we're not going to talk about it, but we're both not looking forward to what you and I have to do tomorrow.
I don't think we should talk about it.
We're not going to, but let's just say that.
Okay.
I think this year's the first year that I kind of realized how much fucking garbage Christmas creates.
Like actual physical garbage?
Physical fucking garbage. Like, all that shit, and there's a fuck ton of it, was going to end up in the trash.
Mm.
Like, all those fucking toys, are going to end up in the trash. At some point, somewhere, somehow. Someone's going to enjoy them for X amount of time, and then when they're bored, off the fuck they go. And it's like, look at all this shit, man. I don't know. It just bothers me deeply.
I just hate that everyone has been suckered into it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everyone has literally been suckered into it. And they're in a frenzy at the stores.
Yep. And especially this year because...
For what? Like, it's...
This year, you're not going anywhere. So everybody's going to be at home using vacation money as gift money.
My biggest problem is I could make up my own holiday, and it's going to be called spend money you don't have to make others like you based on the amount of money you spent on them for gifts on this non-denominational spend your money holiday. That's what I'm going to call it.
Well, that's just, in my opinion, I don't disagree with that.
And I'm going to say, what's the difference between my holiday
and Christmas?
I
don't disagree with that. Here's the thing. I don't like receiving gifts.
Oh, me too. I hate receiving gifts.
I don't like receiving gifts, and it's not out of a misplaced sense of not being able to receive affirmation.
Yeah.
It's just it doesn't make sense to me. And I'll explain it. Someone offered, I'm not going to say the item, but the item was worth about $50. Now, like, and that's not even that much for a gift, quote unquote. People spend substantially more than that. But the question is the hours, because you're not spending dollars, you're spending your hours that you've turned into dollars at a particular work or a particular place of work. Are you going to give me that equivalent time and effort that you did into acquiring those resources to buy that item to give to me as a token of your appreciation of me? Or are you actually going to spend that time and effort with me?
Yep.
Generally speaking, no. Because the bigger the dollar value, the bigger the statement of my token of affection. I'm sorry, I don't necessarily tune into that. It just doesn't vibe with me. The only time that I received everything on my Christmas list when I was a kid was when my dad passed away 2 weeks before Christmas, and somebody that came over saw our Christmas lists up on the trees. They grabbed them. They told my mom, look, don't worry about it. We'll take care of everything. And they bought everything on the list. That was the only Christmas that I received everything that I quote unquote asked for, which never happened previously and never has happened post. And thank fuck for that. Like, dude, you think we received gifts when we were kids?
Yeah.
Fuck no.
So, yeah, I hate getting gifts too. And the normal response when someone gives you a gift is, thank you. You know what my response is? Why? I'm like, why? Because it's your birthday. Okay, but why? Why'd you spend that? Like, why? There was more you could have done with that money. Like, I would have been happier for you to take that money and go buy groceries than to spend it on
or even if you're gonna spend it
why?
on me, just like take me to dinner or something.
That's the,
Like-
I always say that, and people always get mad at me when I'm like, why? I'm like, you don't have to. And I tell people, don't
Buy
get me anything.
Just get me a card.
I'm like, literally, it's the easiest thing you can fucking do. Do not get me anything.
Like, bake me a cake. Bake me some goods.
No, I don't want nothing. Don't
Nothing?
give me anything.
Okay,
I don't
well,
want anything.
Well, fuck, don't do anything
And
for
then,
Derek. Fucking
and then
do it for me.
they'll get me something, and then that's what I say. Why?
Yo, you're really hard.
I'm
more
like,
of a
why?
hard ass than I am
I'm like,
on this.
why?
I
I'm
thought
like-
I was the Grinch.
I'm like, first off, there's a 99% chance I'm not going to want it.
Or
not,
need it.
Not going to need it.
Yeah.
Now I got to go fucking take this thing back. I hate going to malls and stores.
Even though you spend
like,
all
you
your
just-
fucking time.
I'm like, I don't. I'm like, don't. I'm like, just don't. I don't want it.
No, I can see that. Like, I'm not as hardcore.
Yeah, no,
about
I'm
it
a
as
dick
you are.
about it. I'm a dick about
Yeah,
it.
it does seem like you're a dick about it. But hey, you do you, and especially if you give fair warning that you don't want it.
I don't know, but like it's like it's a double layer. Like it's a layered animosity I have. Just the fact that they got suckered into it. Whatever it is, Christmas, whatever, birthday. I don't celebrate birthdays. Fuck birthdays. Get out of here with birthdays. Makes no sense. Get out of here. Fuck birthdays.
you're just being a dick.
So
about
stupid. I hate birthdays too. You're a grown person. You don't need to be celebrating birthdays. Get out of town.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh, happy fucking whatever, 26th birthday. Okay, you're a fucking grown up. Stop celebrating birthdays. You're 26.
Damn, Derek.
Fuck.
Sour.
I don't like it. It's it's stupid. I don't know. I don't like birthdays.
Is it because you had a bad experience with birthdays, or are you just not a fan of the
Let's
whole?
just not go into that, Dom. This isn't Dr. Phil, okay?
So, Derek, tell me about your 5th birthday. What
Let's
happened
just
at that
say
birthday party?
I hate birthdays. I hate Christmas.
Mm.
Can't stand it.
Like,
The commercialism, the
here's-
people.
I'm gonna push back on that.
Okay, go ahead.
I bet you're for it in principle, like the premise of it, but you're not for it.
What's the premise? What do you think the premise is?
So if you're gonna divide the premise and practice, like for example, Christmas, that's an easy one to pick. The practice is everybody buys everybody else's bunch of bullshit that is fucking landfill, is destined for the landfill. That's the practice, right? Just fucking decorate, which is nice, I guess, but it could, I don't know. I just find it excessive. Like, this shit is worth so much fucking money. Like, are you fucking kidding me? How much these decorations cost? Fuck.
My wife put the Christmas tree up today. You know what I told her? I
Oh.
said, don't even ask me. I'm like, I'm not touching it. I'm like, do it. Go. I don't care. I'd rather not have it up. Like, I don't
Care for it?
decorations too.
Yeah.
The Christmas. Fuck off. These Christmas decorations.
You're really fuck. I didn't know this was.
I fucking hate it, man. You know? You want to know why? You're
Do
not.
tell.
You're not. You put up the decorations, but you don't celebrate Christmas per se.
Like for
You
a day.
celebrate like everyone celebrates the commercialism.
Yeah.
First off, let me put it out there because it's gonna almost seem like I'm
Anti-Christmas.
not anti-Christmas. It's almost like I'm fighting for the religious side of it.
Mm.
I'm not religious at all. Not one bit. I don't like religion. It's not.
Yeah, I think I know where you're going with
Yeah.
this one though.
But if you're gonna celebrate Christmas, celebrate it for what it is.
Which was a Christian tradition.
Yeah.
Is a Christian tradition as the birth of Christ.
Exactly. So if you're gonna do that, do that.
Right.
Don't go fall for the fucking commercialism.
Right.
But then I have the other argument for the actual religious side of it too, but we're not going to get into that
No,
because
we're-
that's going to get fucking crazy.
Yeah, let's not go.
bro.
Because if you start going, then I'm gonna start
Yeah,
going.
no,
and
I
then
don't want to do that. Actually, we should talk about that off air.
Off air.
Yeah.
Yep. You know, but I do agree with it, and like the premise of the presents was what
Can't stand it. Yeah.
the 3 wise men gave to Jesus, baby Jesus, let's just say, born in the manger. And then that, yeah, you are correct. That has been extremely commercialized, and and everybody wants to get into the toy aspect of it.
Yeah.
Because the toys in Christmas are killers. Because let's be honest, who's pumped up the most for Christmas? Kids, because they find stuff under the tree, which is worth a lot of money, man. And it's and kids are so brutal to each other. It's like, oh, I got this for Christmas. Oh, I didn't get that. And then the kid that didn't get as much feels like a piece of shit because he can't stand compared to his peers.
Mm-hmm.
So like now, I don't know. This is just what I saw being a poor kid. You fucking correct me if I'm wrong, but like you're never as good as the kids that get better gifts because they have fucking richer parents. I don't fucking have that. Fucking kidding me?
And
so
then
like
those
it just makes you resentful because somebody else got better stuff for Christmas than you did. And then parents are like, well, we're fucking strapped. Because remember, my mom told me this. I was strapped for money, but I wanted to get you something that was good enough that you didn't feel like you lost out compared to your friends. And I'm like, and being told that as an adult, you're just like, oh, fuck. Like, so you spent money you didn't have on shit that didn't even fucking matter. At the end of the day, 10 years later, right? But when you're a kid, it's fucking everything. It's like, dude, that's fucked up. Like, there's no sense of Christmas in that at all, I find. Maybe that's why I've been disillusioned by the sense of the holiday. Not as much as you, obviously. Disenfranchised.
But we can say the same about every holiday as well.
Yeah, and again, we shouldn't just harp on it. Each to their own. If that's your thing, that's your thing. I could totally see, I have Christmas lights in my house all year long because they help brighten the place up. Because it's a basement.
It's also a spaceship.
It is a spaceship. And I can see why people would want to put a fuck ton of Christmas lights around their house in the middle of winter.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. It literally brightens up the space instead of a dull fucking dark winter. I get it. I understand. I'm not debating that. I'm not a hypocrite. We're looking at the spaceship right now. I just think it's the commercialized excessiveness of it, which is toxic. That's my point.
And they're teaching the kids the wrong things about what's important.
Yeah. It's like, here, materialism.
Yeah. Like, everything about it is wrong. So I had this thought the other day. Get rid of all, whatever statutory holidays there are for whatever Christmas and Easter and all that garbage. Substitute all of those for just statutory family days.
Like, you're mandated to stay home with your family on those days.
So whatever day you would have off for that holiday, for Easter or whatever, Christmas, whatever day that would be, make that the family day for that month. So every month should have a family day.
I can see the premise of it, but I can see how also it's those.
Then they're gonna come out with fucking family day, fucking plush toys, and fucking family day Easter.
There's
fucking milk commercials.
Have you ever heard of Singles Day?
No, what's that?
It's a Chinese holiday, which is essentially a massive. I'll pull the shit up. It is a massive shopping spree for an entire nation. And I think they did it recently, and it was $56 billion in sales or something. Singles holiday.
And is it just single people?
China. We're about to find out.
Where they buy things for themselves?
Singles holiday, November 11th, so it just passed. Singles holiday, or Double 11, originally called Bachelor's Day, is a Chinese unofficial holiday and shopping season that celebrates people who are not in relationships.
Oh, so they buy themselves something nice.
Fucking right. What did you buy yourself? A saw, a camping saw.
Yeah. Lady at the post office is weird about that too. She's like, "Oh, that looks like a nice package." I'm like, "It's just a gigantic manila envelope." She's like, "That looks like it's something interesting."
The date 11/11 was chosen because the numeral 1 resembles a bare stick, which is a Chinese internet slang for an unmarried man who does not add branches to the family tree.
That's a diss.
That is a diss. Damn. That's another weird thing out of China. Let's just see here. Has become the largest physical retail online shopping day in the world. Alibaba shoppers exceeded USD 30.7 billion total spending in 2018 Singles Day. Damn. That seems rather excessive. That is on Alibaba alone. It doesn't include, I would assume, other. Like, that's... There's no rhyme or reason to that. It's just an excuse, I find.
I hate it.
Here's another question.
Yeah.
Where do people put all this stuff?
Dude, they just throw out the old stuff to make room for the new stuff.
Yeah, but how much stuff can you store? Like, okay, I don't know if you look behind you, but the place looks different because I threw out a whole bunch of boxes and shit that was in here. I don't know if you've checked it out excessively.
Yeah, no, there used to be tons of stuff on the...
Yeah, so I got a new chair for $30. And then about 70% of what was on that shelf went. There's a whole bunch of other stuff that was behind me. There was a box from there that went. The reason why I've stopped doing it is because the garbage cans are full. If not, I would have more stuff to do.
Yeah.
Garbage going out tomorrow. I'll have more room to throw away shit. Anything that I haven't moved ever since I moved in, which I've been in here for over a year, goes. If I haven't touched it and I don't think I need it within the next year, goes.
Yeah.
Like, it can get the fuck out. Tools I'm keeping because they're tools. But as far as things, they're not used. It hasn't been used. I don't see a purpose to use it. Fucking goes. Get rid of it. Declutter. So, when
you want to tell my wife that?
Oh my God. I'll tell you. I can beat that.
Dude, our spare
offline.
room, you can't even walk into the spare room because it's...
Yeah, so if that was my significant other, I would tell you right now, that's a deal breaker.
You know what the funny thing is? She keeps telling me not to bring more stuff into the house. I'm just like, what? I was like, what? I'm
what?
like, there's totes on totes on totes on totes in the spare room.
That is something that I personally cannot deal with.
Like, you open one, you're like, full of shoes. Open the other one, full of shoes. Open the other one, full of scarves and hats. I'm like, what?
Yeah. I can't relate to...
And she already has 2 closets, a shoe rack on the outside, a whole dresser.
I'm just going to be quiet.
And she
I'm not going to talk about that one.
And she tells me not to bring stuff into the house.
No comment. No comment.
It's okay. She doesn't listen. I had this discussion with her the other day.
What, about listening to the podcast?
Yeah. I was just like, I talk about you all the time. She's like, what do you say? I'm like, listen.
Listen.
I'm like, listen, you'll find out. She's like, no, really, what do you say? I'm like, whatever. So I told her, I'm like, you want to hear it? You got to listen.
You got to listen to it. It's on, it's wherever podcasts are played. It's readily available, except YouTube. Fuck YouTube. What a redheaded stepchild of the world.
Yeah, still?
Fuck, man. What a pain in the ass. It is the worst user-friendly website. I guess we should, as a disclaimer, we're not putting up videos. We're putting up, I think, what are called anagrams or something to that effect, which is a picture with sound. It's not a video. And that platform really doesn't fucking like those, and it will do everything in its power for it not to post it. And it's so problematic and difficult that it's just not even worth our time. But I don't know. We don't make videos. If we did make videos, it might be different. But the fact that we're doing it, it's just not even fucking worth it. So people that have complained to me about not listening to you on YouTube, I guess you're not even listening, but fucking suck it.
Oh, I haven't even looked at the numbers of the podcast in the last
no one's listened in the last couple of days because we haven't done shit.
We haven't done shit. Sense.
Yeah, and I don't.
How did the last episode do?
I don't even know, but this one's not going to do as well because it's fucking garbage. It's not garbage. I like it.
What are we at, Dom?
We're literally at 54 minutes, and we lose.
How?
54 minutes of pulling garbage out of my asshole.
32 views of the last one. First week.
Oh, yeah. My friend's coming on tomorrow. The barber. Oh, tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Fuck, we got to come back.
Fucking no thanks. Next week, barber. The one did this cut. You saw the cut today. It was good. It was a good fade, eh?
Yeah. You got like a Peaky Fucking Blinders cut. That was a good show. Do you like that show?
I saw portions of that show. It's a show that I would actually watch if I did watch shows, but I don't watch shows.
What do you mean you don't watch shows?
I watch podcasts.
I watch podcasts too, but I watch shows.
I don't watch shows.
They gotta be really good though.
That's what I mean.
Like the Peaky fucking Blinders. By order of the Peaky Blinders.
I would watch that.
That's really good.
I would watch that. I'm not going to, but I would.
Like they make, like they're bad guys. They're gangsters. They make gangsters look cool.
The Sopranos.
Just
did that.
saying. Nah, that didn't. I don't like that kind of stuff.
Really?
Yeah,
I liked it.
I don't like the Italian mobster types.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Hold the fuck up.
Yeah, bud.
Okay. That's
I
all
can't
good.
do that. I don't like that one.
I would watch Peaky Blinders.
Yeah, Peaky Blinders pretty cool.
Fuck.
Peaky fucking Blinders.
Derek, I think we're rambling on.
Oh,
Well, what do you got? Derek's got
I
something.
don't know. I just brought up the random topic generator again. Where'd you go on
So
your last vacation?
the-
The woods.
The title of this episode, Mission, it's not an episode, it's a mission, is Derek Hates Christmas.
Derek does hate Christmas.
Derek does hate Christmas.
Fuck Christmas.
That's it right there. Derek does hate Christmas. Derek and Dom hate Christmas. Derek and... Oh,
Nah,
man.
you know what it is? Merry Christmas, you filthy
The animals.
animals.
Keep the change.
That's the one.
Home Alone.
Yeah.
Oh, there was a scientific study that somebody duplicated the Home Alone stunts, like the shit that the robbers got put through, and like every single one of them is fucking lethal. Like taking a paint can
Dude.
to the face from the fucking stairs.
Yeah.
Like they did it with a ballistic dummy, which
Yeah,
had
yeah.
like a fake spinal cord. Fucked them up.
So
Fucked them up.
I'm really into stunts. I have a couple of friends in the stunt industry as well. So that's why I'm really into movies as well, just because I kind of know the behind the scenes and the creation of it and stuff like that. But when it comes to stunts, I understand that as well. So like I will pause and review and rewind a movie or a show to show my wife the stunt. I'm like, do you understand what just happened? Like,
What actually happened?
Yeah, I'm like, do you understand? I'm like, that is a bad bump. That is a bad fall. I'm like, that dude got hurt for sure on that. For as much as for as safe as you can make something, I'm telling her, I'm like, this you
This
go
is
into
fucked up.
you go into it knowing you're getting hurt, and it's always the simplest, like in the Home Alone ones, like it's always the simpler quote unquote stunts that to me are the worst. Like taking a fall, like a flat fall on the ground.
Yeah.
Just straight to your back, like feet out, flat. That to me is fucking insane.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing to work off of.
Well,
So on anything else, any other stunt, there's things that you could do to help yourself take the bump. Like you could roll off an object or something like that, or bounce off of something to take the edge off. There's things you can do to, but a flat fall, even just from standing, is horrible.
One bad bump on your head and you could be lights out forever.
Yeah, so that's why I really appreciate the Home Alone movies, because I look at those stunts and I go, Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, no shit, eh?
It hurt. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, you look at that, I'm like, that hurts. Period. Doesn't matter. You know you're going into this knowing you're going to get fucking hurt. But I have a real appreciation for stunts. I wanted to get into stunt work when I was a bit younger.
And now we're old and our
Yeah.
bones hurt. Mine do anyway.
I'm pretty good. My knees got way better.
Yeah, eh?
Yeah,
My
there was a point I couldn't walk. My knees were that bad.
my shins got way better.
Yeah.
I've been running differently.
You know what I found with the running? Really concentrate on where your foot is striking the ground.
Yeah, so that was my issue because I would strike with my foot in front of me with my leg straightened and on the heel, which is the complete trio of what not to do.
Yeah.
And I know now, fucking months later, that you want to hit the ground on your what is this?
The ball of your foot.
Yeah, the ball of your foot with your knees bent, and you want it pretty much below your shoulder.
Yeah.
I didn't know that at the time. I just didn't think it was an issue, and then that led to huge problems with my shins because they were just absorbing 100% of the impact, and I destroyed them. And now they're nowhere near as bad, but I definitely did cause long-term damage. I have no idea to what extent, but ever since I've made a deliberate effort of changing my step and my running pattern, I've noticed with again better shoes, which was I fucking mauled them so bad. Like now at 28, like that's a year of repair right there. That's just the damage that I've caused. To the best of my knowledge, it could be worse. But ever since I've made those changes, things have been better and are continuing to do so.
No, it's very interesting how the mechanics all work.
Yeah,
like to make you efficient when you're running.
Yeah, and it's one of those things that, like, imagine if you didn't have the sources, the resources to be able to problem solve this shit. Like, all I had to do was just pull up a couple of articles, watch a bunch of YouTube videos, and then within about 3-hour turnaround time, I knew that what I was doing was wrong, and I knew corrective action to take to no longer cause that damage, but actually start reversing it. So, but imagine not having those resources.
Yeah.
I would have just stopped running altogether.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Everyone thinks running is running. You just go out and you run.
Negative.
Because
I thought so too.
Yes, like my wife and I will be driving, and I'll see a runner on the sidewalk, and I'll be like, horrible running form, right? And then she's just like, "Why are you see?" I'm like, "Why?" I'm like, "Because it's bad. Yeah. He's gonna hurt himself, like, and then he's not gonna want to do it anymore."
Steps. That one bothers me. Because you can just see they're essentially moving they're not moving that much above the knee, right? They're just kind of running with their shins and feet. I'm looking at the like I can feel my shins in pain because of that.
Yeah.
When you should be kicking your fucking leg further back. And it's like, well, I don't have mobility. Well, no shit. Where do you think that mobility comes from? From pushing it. Fuck, we're rambling on. I think we're over an hour.
We're ending it on running.
We are ending it on running. How's that for a fucking sad episode? This was an impromptu at the end of the week, and we're both off our game.
Yeah, it really was.
Yeah, like we're 4 days late. But
we're 4 days late. Oh no, do you got a plan B? Plan B pill?
No, fucking guy.
No bueno. See you guys.